You can memorize vocabulary for months and still feel lost when real English speakers talk. Why? Because language isn't just words, it's real life. That's why at Lingtrack, we teach English through true, strange, and unforgettable travel stories. When you feel the story, you remember the language. Subscribe now and enjoy learning English the natural way. On a sunny summer afternoon in London, Adam stood in front of Buckingham Palace for the first time in his life. Like most tourists, he was excited, slightly overwhelmed, and holding his phone up every few seconds to snap photos. The palace gates were massive, the building grand, and the iconic red-clad guards looked just like in movies, stoic, still, and somehow not real. Adam had just arrived in London the day before. His hotel was near Green Park, and after a short tube ride and some walking, he reached the palace. He had a full list of places to visit that day: Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, the London Eye. But first, he needed directions to a nearby cafe his friend had recommended, something with "Crown" in the name. Unfortunately, his phone's data wasn't working, and the map wouldn't load. He looked around for help. There were a lot of people around, families, tourists, joggers, but for some reason, his eyes landed on the guard. Adam thought, why not? He works here, right? He approached the man slowly. The guard stood completely still, in his tall black hat and red jacket, not moving an inch. Adam cleared his throat and said, "Excuse me, do you know where Crown Cafe is?" No response. Adam, assuming the guard hadn't heard him, repeated louder, "Sorry to bother you, I'm trying to find Crown Cafe." "Is it this way?" Still no response. Adam leaned a little closer, thinking maybe the man couldn't speak English, ironic, considering they were in England. "Sir? I'm just looking for Crown Cafe. Just a thumbs up if I'm close?" Nothing. The people nearby began to notice. A few tourists giggled. One woman whispered to her friend and pointed at Adam. Suddenly, a security officer nearby walked up to Adam and, very politely, told him that the Queen's Guard is not allowed to speak while on duty. They are ceremonial guards, trained to remain still and silent no matter what. Adam's face turned red. He laughed nervously, apologized, and stepped back. The guard didn't blink. Embarrassed but trying to act cool, Adam thanked the security officer and walked quickly away from the palace gate. He eventually asked directions from a cafe employee across the street, who showed him the way. Later that day, over a cappuccino at the Crown Cafe, Adam smiled at the memory. He realized that while London is full of helpful people, some of them, especially the ones in giant hats, are definitely not the right people to ask. So, what can we learn from Adam's royal mistake? First, some useful vocabulary: stoic, ceremonial, approached, cleared his throat, leaned a little closer, remained still, and trying to act cool. These are the kinds of expressions native speakers use in everyday stories. You also heard common phrases like "no response," "asked directions," "turned red," and "walked quickly away." Stories like this help you see how these phrases work together in real situations. You don't need to study each word one by one, you just need to follow the experience. The context teaches the language. And let's be honest, who hasn't made a small mistake while traveling? The good news is, those moments make great stories. And even better English. Now it's your turn. Have you ever spoken to the wrong person in a new country? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Lingtrack. We've got plenty more real-life lessons coming your way.